Hey, and welcome to Lemon Drops, brought to you by the Smoky Lemon crew. Well, we're talking branding, marketing, and everything in between. So grab a coffee, sit back, and let's drop in. Welcome along to our next episode of Lemon Drops, and I have two very special people with me today. Good friends of mine, Bill and Lynnette from Dalgleish Diamonds. Hello, team.
Hello.
It's great to finally get you on our podcast.
Yeah. A little while.
And so we're just going to talk today a little bit about the story behind Dalgleish, what it comes into crafting pieces, the stories behind them. And the first thing we need to do is celebrate you guys, because you were the Supreme Top Shop winners this year. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It felt really good.
Yeah.
It was great. And it was just lovely to celebrate with the team, lovely to celebrate. Lovely to celebrate also the lots of small businesses in our community in the whole of Taranaki. And it's lovely to see them all actually out celebrating for a night.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
And that was really lovely. Yeah.
Rip it up on the dance floor.
Well, I might have had a little dose. Yeah. But also the calibre of businesses that we have in Taranaki it's awesome to see and get those people together.
It's huge, eh?
Yeah, massive.
Because 20 years this year, in October,
20 years
you guys
October.
have owned Dalgleish.
Yeah.
I remember when Bill was freshy. Had to come and voice the man
I know.
radio station.
Smile.
Yeah.
Talk and smile at the same time.
How do we do that?
Yeah.
Multitasking.
Yeah. But 20 years on, you guys have come so far. So we're really looking forward to delving into that a little bit today. So let's talk about let's talk about the winning the Top Shop first of all, and how that recognition if reflects you and your approach to customers. I'd imagine you wouldn't be doing anything much different because it's what you were doing before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We've talked about that quite a lot afterwards, actually, and said that, our approach hasn't changed. I guess it's changed a little bit in the way that our shops have run, and that 15 years ago, we still had all the brands in one store. But now that the brands aren't in part of Dalgleish Diamonds anymore, I guess we're able to spend a lot more time with our clients now when they come in. And I guess that's what's probably changed the most. Yeah.
Is that the special one-on-one service?
Yeah, one-on-one. Yeah, really hugging that client.
Yeah.
And,
Literally?
well, no, just from...
Yeah.
and they do become friends.
Yeah.
They do become part of the Dalgleish family.
Yeah.
It's really special. And it's just that follow-up that you get time to do because you're not flat out serving all the time because you've got 100 people coming through the door and serve 10.
Yeah.
You can really concentrate on those 10 people.
Yeah.
And
it's a big investment, right?
Yeah.
So
totally.
yeah.
For everybody, for us as well. It's time and not only the stock that we have on the floor, but just going forward, being able to create something that's unique for them.
Because I've got so many questions.
I was going to say, sorry, I just jump in there. And also because we are a small team, most of us know what's going on with each of the clients and each of the makes that are coming in, because at some point we all have something different to do with that particular job.
For sure.
Well.
Yes, true. So you all hold their hand.
And Devlin out the front, who are the main people, who are getting the client, who are dealing with the clients first off. Then Bill, Josh may then have to come in to help with the design work and then obviously do the making. And then Devlin and myself then at the back doing all of the admin part for the job. So actually we're all included in a piece as well, which was also really nice.
It's and that's like the whole family's making it, isn't it? It's
for sure.
Yeah. And each time someone comes in for a piece, obviously there's a whole lot of significance around that as well, like his stories and this. So we're looking forward to getting into some of your stories. But, because you are doing a bit more bespoke now. So Bill, could you walk us through the journey of a bespoke piece? So from the first idea to the final creation?
Yep. Probably, 20 years ago it was quite different from today, where I used to do a lot more, design work and a lot more influence into the piece of jewellery being made. Whereas today with social media, Instagram, Facebook, all those media platforms, people are bringing in their ideas a lot more. You know, people will have a Pinterest board, for instance, on what they want their engagement ring to roughly look like, but the ideas that I can draw from to create that piece. So as far as the design process goes, it's a lot more customer focused and a lot more customer driven than what it used to be.
And do you make like a what would you call it, like a frame to begin with, like a practice piece, like so they can see what the shape's like and things?
We do have the ability to do that.
Yeah.
So initial sketches with pen and paper.
Right, yeah.
Going back to the client with costings, quotes, and then the next stage from that is we do have CAD, computer aided design equipment as well now, and also 3D printers.
Oh, wow.
So that was a big step up that we purchased maybe 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
And Jean was doing a lot of that work, so I've jumped back into that now that she's on maternity leave. But, which is a big learning curve again for me. But yeah, so that technology gives us the ability to print, physically try a piece on, fit the stones in that the customer's interested in. They can come in, try it on, we can make tweaks, changes to a model without going to the expense of using, 80 carat gold at $500 a gram.
Because you've used the 3D model.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
correct.
Yeah.
And even when they're trying the 3D model on, we can, like Bill just said, we can do the tweaks, so we can sit there, he can have the CAD program up, sitting with them, doing little changes, little tweaks while they're sitting.
Well, they're still in store as well.
Yeah.
As long as it's not major that I have to restart the whole design process, because it's not a
Things like just changing the colour, things like, changing from a single claw to a double claw.
The cast.
And it's quite good that they can just see it live and be part of that. Be part of that whole journey.
So it's technology is definitely the advancements makes things even more helpful for you guys.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. How do you balance a client's vision with your own creative instincts?
Well, I think, and going back to the award, I think part of the great thing of what we're doing at the moment is we're listening to our clients, and it's got to be client focused and client driven.
Because what they want, not what you want, right?
Correct. Yeah. It's their heirloom, their piece in the future that we're on that journey with them. But at the end of the day, it's their piece. They're paying for a service that we're providing. So it is customer driven. The best time we get to play is making our own style.
Exactly.
We can let loose and do our own thing then. Yeah.
Like a pair of glasses, the glasses Bill's wearing, he made himself, with a little bit of help from Judd Opticians. Which is quite fun.
Totally. Yeah. We just don't get enough time to do that because we're so busy. But
that's when you can add. Bill likes adding diamonds.
Because what's your philosophy?
There's a single stone, and the stone is to take the centrepiece, but there's often extra diamonds.
Yeah.
Was it more is better? You have a philosophy.
Sometimes.
Yeah. You can never have too many diamonds.
Or sometimes
you can.
Sometimes you just need to pull it
really?
back.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need to pull it back.
Okay.
Yeah. But then that's where we differ.
Yeah, true. Yeah. What about technically demanding projects that you've had to undertake? Like, how was that? Have you had any challenges like that?
Yes, definitely. Yeah,
I'm going to jump in again there. People will come in and they'll go, "This is what I'm thinking. Can you do that? Would that be a problem?" No, absolutely, we can do that. No problem at all. Let me just, spend some time working on it, and then he'll come out the back and he'll go, "Oh, I have no idea I'm going to do this."
Well, trade secrets here. But do we always do it, Lynnette?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It blows me away sometimes, actually. It blows all of us away. It's like, how do you do that?
Is there certain pieces of jewellery that are more technically challenging than others?
No, not really. It's all just a process that you need to go through, and whether it's a ring, a brooch, or a pair of earrings, or a watch, or glasses, or whatever. It's still the same technical process from start to finish or thought pattern, I guess.
Yes.
it's just being really clear on, I guess, the engineering side of it, of how to assemble it and how to put it together, and thinking those processes through 3-4 steps ahead before you get there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, sometimes you can get there and think, oh, I've made a major mistake here.
Yeah.
Have to backtrack or remake something. Yeah.
Wouldn't be too many remakes, would there?
No, not generally. No. Yeah. Every now and then, though.
But you love those challenges.
Yeah,
Totally. You love doing those challenges.
So clients who love abundance must be like, you must really enjoy working with those clients. Yeah. Because that's when you can do.
Yeah. Keep adding, keep going. Yeah.
Obviously, there's a shift towards minimalism at the moment. Is there a shift going on, or is it?
Like 5 years ago, pave set, really fine claws, small diamonds, and a lot of them was a major trend, mainly to keep costs down because, gold and platinum and precious metals were getting expensive, and still are. They haven't slowed down as far as cost goes. But so to combat that, a lot of manufacturers were using smaller stones, but a lot more of them.
Right, okay.
Pave set rings rather than using larger stones.
Does pave set mean a few?
Yeah, so little stones, lots of claws or beads around them, multiple stones.
Is that one you can show us, Lynnette?
Kind of like that.
Oh yeah, we'll show that to the camera. Like Lynnette's watch.
Let's say you just get it. Please get at this.
Okay.
These aren't diamonds.
Whereas now it's back to those cleaner lines, a bit more bold, smoother flowing bands, wider, heavier, chunkier.
Yes,
So,
but it depends what you like too, right? Like I've always liked chunky jewellery.
Totally.
Yeah. So personal taste,
Completely personal taste and trends.
Yeah.
A few years ago there was so much rose gold and then it went to white gold and now it's back to yellow gold. So it follows trends as well.
Absolutely, and then the princess cut and the square cut and all those things.
Oval cut, east-west design of an oval, and there are certainly lots of trends.
Have you, speaking of trends and changes, have you noticed changes in how customers commemorate milestones?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I think they still just commemorate them.
Yeah.
I think it's still, in terms of that, what you said before, that's a really personal thing. And we have done some of the most personal pieces to commemorate milestones. And that's, in our industry, what I love, because every piece that walks out that door, whether it's made, whether it's bought, it's for a reason.
Yeah.
It's for a reason. And that reason might be a celebration. That reason might be really sad, but it's a special memory.
Yeah.
So people celebrate that sort of stuff completely in their own way.
Which is pretty cool.
And we've done some magnificent pieces around that. I've done some really special pieces.
Yeah, and we'll get into that in a second. But I often think you guys must have to sit on quite a lot of secrets, you must know who's getting engaged way more than anyone else,
Totally.
Yeah. There's a lot of those things. Client confidentiality.
Oh, totally. Yeah, it's massive.
Completely.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just going to jump in on space because one of the really special ones for me was for my niece.
Okay.
And her partner came in and spoke to Bill initially, and then I was able to come in. He didn't even want me in on it initially
because it's all secret. Yeah.
And that was really special. And on the day, it was like, you knew, and you didn't say, well, I can't say anything. My sister didn't know, she didn't know, none of our family knew, and that was a really special one to be part of.
Must be a relief once it's on the finger and the secret's out of the bag too, in a way.
Yeah, it is, especially when it's family members or
true. Yeah,
close friends.
And there's certainly lots of just tight lips.
Yeah, that's it, eh? Yeah, just keeping an eye on things. Yeah. So, what about do you have customers that come back to update you on their journeys? With Can you share a little bit about that?
Probably, I think probably Bev gets.
Yes. So Bev's your customer service extraordinaire. Won an award last year at Top Shops for customer service.
Yeah.
And she has all the stories, right?
She has all the stories. She has all the stories. She has people who come back and show
baby
photos, and then they come in and bring their babies in, and then they come in for anniversaries. So she has clients who will come in 2 times a year for every birthday, every anniversary, 3 times every Christmas, come back time and time again. In fact, we were just talking before we came up here in the last few days, and she has a client who has been coming to her since he was at school.
Wow.
And he used to buy Julian Silver product at that time.
Yes.
And then as he's got older, then he changed to
For his
gold for partners,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
friends. And then he has bought the engagement ring off her, the wedding rings off her.
Oh.
So she's watched him grow from being a schoolboy to now.
Yeah. And you feel like quite nurturing in those big milestones in his life.
Yeah. Oh no, it's fabulous. Those people that do come back and share, and she gets lots of it. And Devlin, who hasn't been with us for as long, but the way she deals with clients, and she's learning from Bev as well, and the way that she's nurturing her clients as well, is starting to do the same thing, and it's just lovely, just sending things through, and she's starting to build up here.
That's so special because she'll be the next generation too.
Yeah, really.
So then you get, you ran a series of stories about your pieces of jewellery, didn't you? So what was
This for our 100 years. That was for the celebration of 100 years of Dalgleish.
Yeah. And there's some amazing stories that came out of
There were some very cool stories that came out of there.
Yeah.
There was one, the person, the lovely woman who won that particular, because at the time we gave away a 1 carat diamond, for a story.
That's right.
And at the time, the woman who won it, she comes back every year. She comes back, brings us morning tea every year
on the day. Yeah.
Comes back, and she's just so with her story, which is a little bit still ongoing.
Yes.
It was a story from setback in World War
Two.
World Two. Yes,
One.
it was two.
Two, I think.
But she's still working on that story, and so just last holiday she brought back in another piece of writing for us to read, just because she wanted to update us on the next part of the story. And the other cool story that came out of that one that Bev and I were talking about was someone who came in to make an engagement ring, and he'd been in for a little while. He had given Bev a little wink on the ring that she really liked, so he came back in and they got that sorted.
Yeah.
He ended up, she worked as an air steward, so she was on a flight to work to Japan in the economy section. At on the same flight, he managed to get on the plane.
And the staff,
put him in front of the plane.
So they were in on it.
So they didn't know, she didn't know that he was there.
Yeah.
And he arrived in Japan at the same time as her.
Oh.
And then went and proposed in Japan. So I love that story.
So, oh my gosh, I love these stories. You must have. So, have we just got any more
So many.
stories?
So many stories. We have got so many stories. One of my special ones, and what I love about the stories is they become so personal to the people who are bringing things in for us to do. The stories that we get told, we feel like we become part of those stories as well, which is just, it's very cool. In fact, I'm going to share two.
Okay.
Because there was one where we knew the people via friends and via other people. The partner had been coming in for a while, and she'd always loved this particular ring.
Okay.
She always really liked it. Her husband ended up having quite a serious accident, like a really major accident, and he decided when he was ready and able to come back and do some other things, he came in and decided to get the ring. We popped it away for him for a certain time.
Yes.
But she was coming in, and Bev had to tell her that, sorry, the ring's gone.
It's sold.
Sorry, the ring is sold. And she was just heartbroken. And she went, my only wish is that person who's bought this ring loves that ring as much as what I still do.
Oh.
And time went on, and then it was ready for him to do the ring. He, at the time, was not able to come into the store. And so Bev actually went out to a vehicle out on the street with them
to take it
to him and gave it to him, and she was just So
She was in the vehicle too.
She was in the vehicle. Yeah. It was so cool.
Oh,
It was just lovely.
wow.
And for Bev, what she loves is watching people open
Their
those
emotion.
books or watching that emotion, the reaction.
Yeah. Because for that woman, she lost in her mind and then gained again
gained
too.
it.
Yeah. So she would
Yeah.
have loved it even more.
Yeah.
How hard
Yeah.
for the husband to sit on that.
I know.
She would have been sitting around going, I can't believe my friend's gone.
Yeah. And that particular scenario has happened
Yeah.
quite a lot.
A couple of times,
where
yeah.
things have been sold. And they have
Yeah.
been sold.
Yeah, well, literally. Yeah, you're not lying. Yeah. Just not then, no one's going to ask who to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's those secrets we talk about, how
That's
you
right.
have to sit on.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Kind of like doctors in a way.
Yeah.
Client confidentiality.
Yeah.
So what's your second story?
My second story is, and it's a personal one to me because it was personal friends of mine whose, my friend passed away and they have 3 beautiful daughters and they used his wedding ring to make 3 rings for the girls, for his daughters. But not only that, was that they had some of his hair and they...
So the process around how initially we were going to melt the wedding ring and just do 3 bands, and it was a lovely wide heavy wedding ring, so I found the original join in the band and opened it out, flattened it out, rolled it, and then I turned it into a tube, into a circular tube, and that came out long enough that I could create 3 rings that were circular wire tubes that were hollow.
Okay.
So we then grabbed some of the hair as well, and I fed the hair into each of the rings, and then sealed the rings up. So they've got a living memory of their dad on their hand.
Yeah.
Shows what you can do it.
Yeah, totally.
But what was really special about that afternoon was that they were all there.
They came
And
in
so
and helped.
the girls helped actually help make the rounds.
They rolled the meal and sold them
Yeah.
up.
So an afternoon of laughter, an afternoon of tears, an afternoon it was
New
really
memories
special.
too.
Yeah.
Rock and roll
Absolutely.
memories. Yeah.
Yeah.
So with the rings now and they're finished, can you see like the strand of hair in it?
Nice.
No.
But you just know it's been worked into
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well, it's physically in, so that there's a hollow tube like a pipe
right.
that's hollow all the way
Okay,
around the ring. So
It's in there.
fed that in and then
Oh,
crimped it up and welded up the joint.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
So you could do that with could you do that with like pet fur or anything?
Yeah,
Totally.
absolutely.
We do a little bit of that for
Memorial.
Do you?
jewellery,
Ashes
especially
and
with
things?
ashes.
Yeah. And you make a beautiful pendant or
Pendants.
Pendants,
whatever.
Crockets, rings.
pockets.
Yeah.
We've done multiple pieces like that. Yeah.
So
Yeah, so special.
Yeah. Well, my mum's proudly sporting a new ring that you guys created from. So went in for surgery, had to get her wedding ring cut off. She'd been wearing it for 50 plus years. Dad's passed away, but she still wears it, obviously. Snapped. Was her face mortified? I bet it was.
Ah, it was fine.
But it was so old, it wasn't your fault. It was just old. But then took the old wedding ring, her original engagement ring, her original eternity ring, which had both broken and just was sitting in a drawer, which were all connected to Dad, and then turned it into this beautiful piece.
It's lovely, eh?
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's lovely.
And it can last another 50 years.
Exactly.
I just love how it just, stories continue.
Yeah.
Stories continue, but with new stories, and then something else happens.
Yeah.
And,
It's amazing. So, I mean, what incredible stories you guys have. So, I mean, each piece tells a story, like literally. That's the thing, It does.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about stones, Bill. Like I know you go on buying trips and get stones, and
I do.
And sometimes you like buy on behalf of a customer.
Correct. Yeah. So I head away 2 to 3 times a year, Australia, Hong Kong, on buying trips to world trade fairs where suppliers all come in from around the world to one venue, and so it's a great place to source different products. There's multiple suppliers, thousands of suppliers actually, but so quite often before those trips, we'll mention to clients that I am heading away and can pick up something special for them if they're looking for something special. So to have, and normally I would head away with, at least a dozen, 15 client jobs that need sourcing.
Okay.
So for those clients, to have the faith in us to do that job, and quite often, I'll take photos, send photos, videos back to them as well
Before you make it.
before doing final purchase, depending on the value of product as well. But it's such a fun.
Yeah, because recently we had a client who he grew up in New Plymouth. They're now living in Western Australia. They had come back to New Plymouth over the summer for a holiday. He happened to propose when they were up on the mountain.
Oh, perfect.
And used a
Was it a string or
a piece of string, I think it was.
Like,
I think it was
like-
string.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
They came into the shop the next day and they were just chatting away, just talking. Bev was working with them, and then they left, went home to Australia, messaged us a few days later and said, I can't stop thinking about that ring.
Right.
You were heading
I
off
was heading away
and just a
the
couple
next
of weeks
day
later.
or
Yeah.
2 days later.
Yeah, so you ended up FaceTiming them in Australia.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
while I
showing
was in
them,
Hong Kong.
showing them stones that you'd bought, and
Yeah.
so there was a real trust thing.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
they weren't even here to even come back into the store and see
Yeah.
them.
But they just
Yeah.
knew you would, do them good.
Yeah.
Do right
Yeah.
by them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was lovely. And then there was a lovely end to that story as well, when they got the ring back in Western Australia, which was very people.
Did you get a video of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Do you reckon she wore the string up until she got that ring? No.
I've got photos of it. Photos of it.
And there was another story you talked about a ring being made
Yeah, so
with the grandparents.
with a parents' ring. And there was lots of little stones in it that she wanted. She specifically wanted to go into her engagement ring, and so she was in and helped design it with her partner. But the final design of where these special stones were going, she didn't know until she got the ring presented to her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so they were set in the band.
Okay.
So she knows that they're there, but not everyone else can always see them.
I see.
So they're set in at the bottom of the band.
Right.
And we often have people doing that where sometimes they'll sit in on the inside of a band or sit in underneath two little stones in there representing
And it's
representing children or representing birthdays or representing parents or
So I think for you, not necessarily the visual aspect.
Correct.
Yeah. And is that because it might clash with the piece itself, or
no, it's just a special thing for them.
your own thing,
Just
like
my
a
own
pocket
thing.
in your wedding
Yeah.
dress with something
Yeah.
in it?
Yeah.
Just special for them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But people used to and still do engraving. I might engrave something in it.
Yes, true. Yeah.
It's another way of doing that.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah. But it's also using those stones that just sit in jewellery boxes,
Yeah.
Just
Really.
going,
discarded jewellery.
mums in here or aunties in here or grandmas in here.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And sometimes you do get, stones that are, worn out, that there is very little value left in them.
Right, yeah.
But we still want them used, or the client still wants them used.
Yeah, true. Do
so
stones wear out as in like...
they will mark and and scratch, especially over 50-year lifetime.
Yeah, true.
They'll
Do they
scratch.
get smaller? Like, do they ever, wear?
No, not necessarily wear down,
Yeah.
but they will scratch up. And,
Yeah.
They can be recut and polished, which we do quite a bit of, especially if it's a sizable coloured stone.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I mean, there's so many stories we could talk about, but
So many.
I know. I think
So-
the love that you feel for your craft is so evident. The what you have for the community and the respect that you have in the community, and it's no wonder that you were the Supreme Top Shop winners this year. It's so deserved, and Dalgleish is a wonderful store, and congratulations on 20 years this year.
Thank you.
Amazing, yeah. It's been a real pleasure to talk to you guys. I mean,
Thank you.
Bill's made all my rings for the record. So thank you so much,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you.
Heaps.